Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all okay. This is day number 9, vlog number 9. Can't believe we've nearly done 2 weeks. How weird. So yeah, today's letter is I. Yes, it is. It's weird having to start the alphabet halfway through. Today's letter is I, so I thought we would do for our musical term an inversion. So can anyone tell me what an inversion is? GCSE and A-level kids, I'm kind of looking at you here. So an inversion is basically where we rotate or upend the notes in a chord. So we keep the same notes. So a C major triad would be C, E and G. We keep those 3 notes, but what we do is put one of the notes that isn't the tonic, the first note, in the bass. So a C, E, G chord could become E, G and C, or it could become G, C and E. So the first time we switch it up, we call it the first inversion, where we have the middle note, the third, in the bass. And the second time we switch it up, we have the G in the bass, or the fifth. So that is what we call the second inversion. So they're not massively complicated. You quite often see them written as something called a slash chord. So if you wanted to put C major with a G in the bass, you would put C/G. Or if you wanted to have, F minor over A flat, you just put FM/A flat. There we go, that's how you would do inversions and slash chords. You tend to see slash chords in sort of musical theatre and pop and jazz, rather than being written out as notes, which you would in sort of slightly more classical music. But that's what inversions are. A really easy way of varying bass lines and naturally producing bass lines that aren't just the root note of the chord. They're a really good way of improving the marks that you get for use of harmony in GCSE and A-level compositions as well. So they are definitely something to bear in mind. Don't just keep the root note in the bass all the time. So in terms of a little bit of health and well-being, today's one is quite simple. It is doing something nice for somebody else. And it will make you, it's not exactly selfless. It will make you feel a lot better. But we're in a time where, quite a lot of people are quite scared and quite anxious about what's going on. So if you can do something nice for somebody else, then do it. I know that if something as simple, it doesn't have to cost any money. Yesterday, my other half just sat there and rang his granddad and just had a really nice chat. They're in their 80s, they have to self-isolate, to keep themselves safe. But, they really appreciate just doing something nice. Is it picking up the phone? Is it offering to put your next door neighbour's bins out because they can't, do them when they're really heavy? Is it, offering to put a wash on, put some clothes washing on just to save somebody else a job? Just do something nice. This is all about pulling together, be it part of the Parswood community or the wider community. So just try and do something nice. If we can all stand out there and clap for our NHS heroes, then, something slightly close to home is easier in a way. So do something nice for somebody else. Spread some joy. Okay. So in terms of being part of a community, and thinking about helping each other out, today's piece of wider listening is it's I themed. I thought of a song today, and it's one choir has sung this year. It's one of my absolute favourites, and it's I'll Be There by the Jackson 5. So it's quite early on when they started releasing music. There's a very young Michael Jackson. So there's a link in the description, and what I would like you to do is try and work out the structure of this song. That's one of Dr. T. Smith, that was the S in Dr. T. Smith, and it's the one we don't often talk about very often. So could you identify for me the structure of I'll Be There by the Jackson 5? Now you can do it in terms of introduction, verse, chorus, middle 8, you could call them section A, section B, A1, whatever. So it's up to you how you analyse it. There is an overall term, and it does feature on some keywords list, which means you're going to need to go and look at Google Classroom. Hint. There is an overall term to describe a structure of a song that has verses and choruses, and it begins with an S. And I would like you to go away and find out what it is. It is a word we use at GCSE and A-level to describe the structure of songs as well. So yeah, structure of I'll Be There, and just enjoy it. Listen to the lyrics. They're so lovely. They're all about supporting each other and love, and just pick up the phone and I'll be there. I'll reach out my hand to you. I have faith in all you do. So it's a really lovely one. Good to play. It's quite mellow and it's not particularly fast, particularly loud. It's a really lovely one to just keep calm to. Take a deep breath and listen to it. It's lovely. So far this week we've had some fabulous work put in on Google Classroom. I think my standout one so far is Gregory in Year 9, who did a fantastic analysis of the Haydn Trumpet Concerto, which was last week's work on Google Classroom for Year 9. And thank you very much to everybody that's been sending us in some messages on Twitter, and our new Twitter followers, which is fabulous. I shared yesterday some really good sort of body percussion workshop resources that we've been sent over, so please have a go at doing that, especially Year 8 that are doing samba work this week. There's some really good rhythmic activities in there that will help you. If you are looking to perform something and you don't have any instruments at home, now your parents are going to hate me for this, but feel free to just use the house, use some instruments. Rhythm works on a desk, on a chair, and little kids, I mean, when I was a kid, my mum used to hate it, but a wooden spoon and a saucepan, that makes some nice noises. If you are looking to put together a samba piece, feel free to use junk instruments rather than actual, oh, I don't have the right kind of drum, miss, I can't do it. Yes, you can. Go outside and clap. Perform for the neighbours. I'm sure they'll love it. So, yeah, well done for all the work you've been doing so far. Keep it coming. So today's 5 things to do. Number 1 is finding out a little bit more about inversions. Number 2 is doing something lovely for somebody else. Number 3 is listening to I'll Be There by the Jackson 5 and working out what the structure is. And as always, 4 and 5 are stay safe and stay sensible. Okay, thanks very much, guys, and I will check in with you soon. Bye.